I still have no reason to turn on the TV anymore because after 11/19 of 2017, there was no reason to ever watch another NASCAR race again. So let me go ahead and tell you exactly why this was the worst weekend of the fucking year so far. So first things first, we start out with the crown jewel of the truck series, the Eldora race that everyone looks forward to and always puts on a show, except for the past 2 years, where there has been absolutely nothing notable. Actually, the past 3 years, let's be fair. Let's be fair to Eldora. It's been 3 years, not just two, because 2017, the only thing that I remember from that race is when Briscoe nearly flipped. You know what? The only thing that I remember from any of these Eldora races anymore is just when Briscoe does something, because I don't even remember the actual race itself from Thursday, except for Briscoe wrecking himself constantly. So that's basically the extent of my knowledge of the race that took place on Thursday at this point. But then 2018 comes along, and the single solitary thing that I remember from that race is when is the photo finish. Like, literally the entire remainder of the race left zero impact whatsoever. Speaking of leaving an impact, who would have imagined that the first big one of the Truck Series season wouldn't happen until Eldora? Anyway. See, I do remember that too. So to be fair to Eldora, I remember two fucking things from the race that just happened a few days ago. I remember more from the Democratic fucking debates than I did the actual fucking race that took place. In any case, yeah, the past 3 years at Eldora have been just fucking atrocious. There were no passes for the lead on track the entire fucking race. There was barely any passing for that matter. The only driver that was able to pass basically the entire race, apart from on restarts, because the outside lane was the only lane that mattered on the restarts. Everyone else who, just restarted on the fucking, on the inside, just, constantly losing spots. That's the entirety of what they did. So it doesn't even technically count as a pass because they just lined up on the outside and drove around them. Does that even technically count as a pass? Because whoever restarted fourth was just going to move into second. It happened every single restart. So, yeah, exciting stuff. What a great fucking race. I don't know who's to blame. I don't know if Tony's to blame for not prepping the track well. I don't know if the tires are fucking to blame. Obviously, there had something to do with the tires if the guy that didn't pit the entire fucking race went on to just drive to the win with no competition whatsoever. That's super awesome, by the way. And I must say that it's something that's even better, is that the guy who used the same tired bullshit talking points that I debunked when I was 17 about Tony Stewart, he's the one who's gonna win at Tony Stewart's track. Nice. Very nice. That is fucking acceptable. I would even call that just the best possible outcome. That is personally on my radar as the best possible thing that could have happened. Good shit. Good fucking shit. So let's move on to whatever the fuck else has happened. I didn't watch a minute of the K&N race, but it ended under fucking caution because apparently they don't use rain tires in that series. So the one rain road course race of the entire season so far, and they're gonna call it because they just, because it's gonna be in the one series that doesn't have fucking rain tires, obviously. But Max McLaughlin won, and the McLaughlin family is a good story, so fuck it, who cares? At least someone, with a fucking brain in their skull won. I mean, he drove like a complete fucking tard in the Iowa Combine race. But, hey, that was the week before, this is this week, alright? It's a brand new race, everyone. It's a brand new fucking race. Xfinity fucking blew ass out of a can, and it was better than the Cup race because you could actually fucking pass, which was, a nice change of pace. But still, I just want to give a shout out to all the kids around the world who have big dreams and have always wanted to become a race car driver and win big in the Cup Series. And just remember that no matter how much effort you put into it, no matter how many hours, no matter how much money, no matter how many drivers on Twitter say that you're the next greatest thing that'll ever happen, as long as you can get that break, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, it doesn't matter, because someone who is working on the team, if they have a son, that guy is going to be on the team 1,000 times over before you. So And even if there's absolutely no justification for it, even if they're just going to be, you know, irrelevant every other track on the schedule, and they're just happen to be halfway competent at a certain track, it doesn't matter if you are the next Jimmy Johnson. If you are not the son of one of the people who work on the team, well, you're just pretty much shit out of fucking luck and you'll never have any success. So this weekend, this entire fucking race was just a tribute to the fact that no matter how hard you try, you will never have success in the racing industry. Go fuck yourself. So fantastic. All around, that was just the greatest fucking race of all time. And it's nice that he passed Allmendinger to do it, considering that he's going to be the token road course ringer who has absolutely no justification being in the Cup Series full time. But they're still going to stay around for the next 15 years because I don't fucking know. There's no hope and no one should ever fucking give a shit about racing in general. So basically, yeah, it's just all around a good time in the Xfinity Series right now, especially considering that there's maybe 6 full-time drivers that are actually, you know, halfway good at their fucking jobs. And it just so happens that maybe 3 or 4 of them are actually on teams that have competitive equipment, so no fucking wonder there's only been like, you know, 5 different winners this season, and one of them's Michael Annett. Fucking joy to the world to that. Anyway, so fuck the Xfinity Series in general. Glad we get to just line them, stack them up, and do it all over again next week in Mid-Ohio. I'm sure that's gonna just be a thrill and a half to watch. And for the Cup Series, once again, like I said earlier, caffeine is a better drug than cocaine. That has nothing to do with the Cup Series race, by the way. So like I said earlier, you couldn't fucking pass. The only time that a pass for the lead happened on track is when Larson stayed out with 25-lap older tires, and a guy that had just pit 5 laps, you know, not even 5 laps, 3 laps before, with fresh equipment, just drives around him, you know? And it happened under commercial too. Don't forget, it happened under commercial. The one and only pass for the lead on track took place under commercial. Good shit, guys. Good fucking shit. Wow, that was the best race of the season. I'm sure the Jeff Gluck poll is going to be fucking... This is probably going to rank as the best race in the Jeff Gluck poll, probably. It's going to be at least top 10. And there were no on-track green flag passes for the lead that took place on TV and with equipment that was, you know, that was under 20 laps. Difference. Under 20 laps difference. So fantastic work all around. Yeah, you couldn't fucking pass for the lead, but everyone's gonna say the race was great because Ellie won. Yep. And as triggered as everyone is gonna be in the comment section, just like they were triggered by Allgaier giving Chastain something that he's been, you know, that someone's been needing to do for probably since last year at least. But everyone was triggered at Allgaier for doing it, so you know what. So that means, you know, when all the right people are pissed off, that's when you know you've done the right thing, and all the right people were pissed off after that. So that's good. Good shit all around. And I'm sure they were just as mad when Wallace wrecked Busch in the Cup race. I am sure, guaranteed, definitely, everyone is equally as mad about that. I am just absolutely sure about it. So anyway... Yeah, so there was basically no passing at all up front whatsoever. And you want to know why I knew the race was over with 25 to go? Because Truex was driving like he actually had a set of testicles beneath his legs. Wow. Imagine if your dick was on your feet. That would just be... Imagine just your toes were not toes. They were just 10 separate penises. Imagine that for just 1 second. Just put that picture in your mind while we finish this video off. So in any case, yeah, fucking sucked ass. You know why Truex actually drove like he had a pair of testicles between his legs on Sunday? You want to know why? Because you couldn't fucking pass for the lead, and that's the only reason. You just think that he just ran into Elliott on the final restart just because he fucking felt like it, just because he wanted to be like, ooh, I'm gonna be a tweener. I'm going to be a tweener for just one moment and just going to hit into Elliott for no fucking reason. No. The only reason I did what was so if he cleared Elliott there, he would have won. If Elliott cleared him there, Elliott won. And lo and fucking behold, the race was over with 25 to go because you physically cannot fucking pass with a giant ass splitter on the front of the fucking cars because it's a high speed track. It's a high speed fucking track. Sure, they're turning left and right. Sure, they're turning left and right, but the corners are high speed. The track is high speed. You fucking wonder what the difference between this track and a track like, I don't know, fucking California, I don't know, just a regular 1.5 mile track. You see, we see all these places where you can't pass in the Cup Series. They're running, upwards of 100 in the corners. They were not quite close to 100 in the corners, but they were still fast enough to be aerodynamically affected. You saw that the only times that Truex was able to actually catch up with the 9, okay, well, when I take my finger off that, it's gonna turn off, so that's fucking marvelous. So I gotta fucking hold the fucking button like this, and now you see, this is what it looks like. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it because I don't want to fuck up the video, but this is what I'm watching right now on my phone. You probably can't even fucking see it. But I can't put my finger off of it, otherwise the video's just gonna fucking stop. So that's awesome. Yeah, it's just some good shit all around. So basically, the only time that Elliott was able to that Truex was even get in within bumper distance, and he absolutely would have ran into Elliott. He ran into Elliott the entire race because there was no other way to get around him because the fucking cars are so goddamn shitty and they can't fucking pass. They can't fucking pass unless the difference between the tires is a full goddamn run. Okay? You can't fucking pass with these shitty ass cars. And the best part about it is we're gonna get to go to Michigan next, where last time out, no one could fucking pass the leader the entire fucking race. So that's awesome. We just get back-to-back fucking weeks of no one being able to pass the fucking leader, and everyone's gonna call it great because their fucking favorite driver's gonna win. You know what? If fucking Truex was the one that was out front for the entire race and Elliott couldn't get around him, everyone would be pissed the fuck off about it. They absolutely fucking would, and if you're denying it, you're a fucking liar, or you are just that fucking, heavily biased in your fucking watching of these races. Because I fucking called it as it is every single goddamn week when Truex wins. But every single fucking time that I say that a race sucks, it's because Truex didn't win. Oh! Even when I said that the Coke 600 fucking sucked ass and the only thing that was good about it, even slightly, was a 4-wide pass for the lead. Even though I said that Sonoma sucked ass, even though it was kind of interesting when they added the carousel, so like, it was almost interesting, but it just wasn't quite there. What other races did Truex win? Okay, Richmond was actually a good race. Just like last year, the spring Richmond race. So far, probably race of the year, unless I'm missing something. Chicago was decent as well. The race itself really wasn't because, once again, you couldn't fucking pass the leader, but thanks to Kyle Larson just being Kyle Larson, he was able to find a way to do it and then completely give the fuck up at the very end when it mattered. So yeah, I don't fucking know what else to say. Everyone's gonna say this race was great because Elliott won, and that's basically how it is. I'm sure this video has more dislikes than likes, but that's just because y'all are just as fucking biased as I am, but you're just not willing to admit it. So anyway, what a fan-fucking-tastic weekend. I can't wait for Michigan and Mid-Ohio to give me more reasons to slit my fucking throat on camera. Until next time, thanks for watching. I hope everyone that's watching this has a great fucking day because I'm fucking not gonna. In any case, thanks for watching. It's been a fun fucking night. I'll see you next time. Oh, would you look at that? Since the actual, this is on, it won't stop the video until I press this button, I'm sure. Ooh, is it gonna stop? Ooh, is it gonna stop? I bet it is. Bye. Wow, it didn't stop. What the fuck? My phone is throwing new surprises at me every fucking moment in time. Wow, that's awesome. Well, at least something that actually enriched my fucking brain took place on this fucking day. Good to know that. Anyway, I'm actually leaving now. This race fucking sucked. This weekend fucking sucked. I'm sure it's only gonna get fucking better next week. In any case, thanks for disliking. I'll see you next time.